Tiếp đến đâu ta? Giờ hình như mình phải đây. Ơ, ông này tộc người ấy. Đây em gái. Hai em gái
Indeed,
đây.
indeed.
Đen để sau đi. Sao không?
Yes.
Giờ mình sẽ mình mới từ Northern ra.
As you say.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
Khác à?
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
Dạ. Đấy. Đây xin thưa. Nghe tộc người lùn này.
Time award.
Em ơi.
Hurry.
Logan sent in prison. No quarter shall be given.
good.
Ha!
I see. It's your time to die!
Có không nhỉ? Ok, còn à, đánh nhau cái tám sai quá đi. Sao đây, đây Darius trước để trước được đánh đúng không? Thân
So
Time
needed.
exhaust our supply. Low gate.
con mẹ chiêu đéo gì giờ.
Hurry. I want this. I can't go on like this. I am your death.
Ha!
Mẹ con nó mạnh quá.
None shall see me. Must
Ra sẽ có một thằng kẻ mạnh luôn. Đáng được thằng đấy.
time exhaust our supply. Low gate.
Let's finish this.
Quickly, we must fight.
Sẽ xin được vé để đánh nhau.
I am armed. You say. Away with you! I shall do.
I suppose violence. Sometimes.
Don't give them the advantage.
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
It is begun.
Ma là anh nào
I
đấy?
thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Đúng rồi. I don't know. Đây có một chiến đội có gì?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no
Đội
king to
ở
send
đây
us
để
help.
có
So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you. He's just over there in the chantry. Please, come.
gặp.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainisfere, brother to the Arl. You're a rather unusual group, to say the least. Can I ask who you are and why you've come?
Đó. Sao tôi đến đây?
A Grey Warden? I thought you all died along with my nephew. At least that is what Logain would have us believe. There is a Grey Warden who goes by the name of Alistair. Does he yet live?
Có dấu không?
He does? Finally, some good news amidst all the bad. Thank you. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls,
Bên không gọi
and no
ông
one has
Ali
responded to my shouts.
Ali ra
The attack
hỗ
started
trợ
a few
nhiều
nights
hơn.
ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Tôi có thể giúp ông ấy nó trở lại.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
Ta có thể thử.
Yet helping these humans does nothing of the sort.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Cái ông này.
I do not mean to be rude, but let's focus on preparing for the battle instead.
Nên tập trung vào
Very well. Luck be with
xem tôi
you.
có thể làm gì nữa. Đây nếu trên Betty được.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou. You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that. Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? You would? That is, I mean, of course. I'd be happy to. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Chấm.
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from the bad men. We must stay here and be...
Đấy.
Why haven't Mother and Father returned
As you
yet?
say.
They're gone, dear. Gone on a long
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do? Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing.
I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
I can't believe you'd say such a thing. Have you no heart at all?
Shall we comfort her with lies?
Hell.
If she is to face death, better she face can make us do.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful. I went to her house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Ok, chị đòi hỏi quá.
I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monster... will return and we sit...
À,
Here,
so
wait for them.
We have
okay.
no choice. We must pray and hope for
Ai ta?
Everything will be all right. So many have already died.
You know, we don't
Yeah.
have the men.
Still no
Yeah.
sign of them coming back from the castle.
Đâu
So
phải
you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king. Huh. If it takes a ghost or two to kill a horde of evil monsters, I'll take it. But you look plenty alive to me. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing. Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village.
Nào
Providing
ấy.
we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight. Fair enough. What can I do for you? Oh? Ask away.
Hỏi đi.
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there. Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though. Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here. No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
Tôi đang tìm bài.
Right. Let's hope we see morning. Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want to...
Blood and damnation.
Yes. Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle. Something you need? Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning. We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Đi tìm bà sư. Dương kìa.
Very well.
Lên cấp của lên cấp chậm hoa.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Cái này dọn lại.
My accent here says you won't. Just you try it, looter! Be gone, I said! Don't you try to come in here!
Ai đấy.
Somebody's been drinking.
You just come barging into my home. I've no money and nothing of value to take, as you can plainly see. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is. Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Velena. She's one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone. Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us? Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. Tell you what, if you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter.
nằm giữa à,
It would be better than going to my grave wondering. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Is this a promise we will not keep?
Let's hope not.
What's this?
I said nothing to you, human.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Đã trừ 5 điểm luôn. Căng thế.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Em nói thêm về
You promised you'd look for her in the castle once the night is over. I'll hold you to that. You mean why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Arlessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Velena she was imagining things. But maybe the Arlessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe. She thought the Arlessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now. I'd never make such accusations, but maybe, if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that. Find my Velena. That's all I want.
5 điểm lận. Em ơi, em ác thế. Ác thế.
Yes?
Yeah.
So, full of questions, are you? Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not. Perhaps you should dispense with your threats. I will pass on my mother's knowledge if and when it suits me.
Em ơi. Mẹ ngu tôi ngu quá. Em làm gì?
Yes? If you must. I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp, provided they possess the will to even make the attempt.
Cũng mở.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle. We'll do our best. We'll fight until we can't fight anymore, however long that is. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north, right? Let's hope we see morning.
Chắc là nhà này.
Very well.
Petty.
Go away. This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out. Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm. It's Devon. My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the Chantry looking for me. No, I just didn't want to be in the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dễ thế nhỉ? Đây sao là vừa. Giờ nói chuyện về Catherine. Canteen Khanh.
Caitlin.
As you wish.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. You're very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it. I see. Yes, that is funny. The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Em không muốn vào team không? Ê, không biết ở đâu ta? Cái đường này nhà này. Ừ.
Yes?
You say. Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Morrigan gì ạ? Ừ.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out. Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there. You look more than competent. With you out there, they don't really need me, do they? Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die. I've had enough of you strutting around like you own the place. Come on, boys. This ends now. Yeah!
Not exhaust our supplies. Send me.
Begin the onslaught. It's your time to die. This should be good.
kéo mở được. Đây chỗ nào không?
It shall be done.
Đẹp cái kia. Đến tận 8 chấm. Luôn. Là người bán đồ.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes? Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Gì nào? Bán đi. Giờ có không đồng kìa. Ơ, đây. Em ý.
Interesting.
Em bị trừ 10 mấy đi ạ.
Yes? If you must. You are very cute to ask so many questions. Of course I don't. 'Tis no matter. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yet Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say, I am on... And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the... 'Twas a game, and I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this.
Hành nè. game này ăn rất nhiều. Đây ngon này.
Yes?
It is begun. Yes, what can I do for you? Very well.
Bác kia ở đâu ta? Ngài
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail.
đã giết Ewing nên Milita sẽ đỡ. Còn mẹ ăn lồn roi. Ủa?
I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of...
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude. As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with a Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost. No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
No word from the castle?
Everchi.
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it... as though there is naught in there but death. Say no more.
No. Liccianero.
Maker keep you safe. I won't forget you.
Hello again. I found my sister.
What is it you need, child? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that. I cannot do it. I know that their own faith may inspire them, but these men need to find confidence on their own. I simply won't lie to them. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Who's this you brought with you? He looks a bit familiar.
You don't recognize me, Bantegan? Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Alistair! Oh, but it's good to finally see you. When your friend here told me you were still alive, I could scarcely believe the good fortune.
Still alive, and believe me, I'm just as surprised about it as you are.
Some of us are deeply disappointed by it.
I am less surprised than you might think, despite what Loghain put you through. I'm glad not all the Grey Wardens are lost. It lifts my spirits to see you here, dear boy, and my hope for tonight is renewed. I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news. Of course. I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes? Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more. Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him. I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the Chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Trên đang ở đâu ta?
It shall be done.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything? I see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless. When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but the Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. The Owl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told. Eventually, perhaps. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard... As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Đâu đây?
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else. Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Training kiểu gì ta?
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else. Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
Qua đi.
They're coming. Get to your positions. Make ready.
Con đéo gì đây?
Light the traps. Burn these foul creatures.
Yeah?
It's your time to start.
This goes on. Finish it.
Another battle
I have silenced it. As you wish.
Run while you can.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help! Come on! We need to hurry!
Ơ sao thằng này chết đấy? Nào đợi nào. Ồ. Thế nhỉ? Đây đúng không?
Let's finish this.
In the onslaught!
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Sir Perth, valiant knight in the service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe, we salute you. Murdoch of Redcliffe, mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Ta gặp Yun
odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family. I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't abandon the people of the village. What if... Maker's breath.
Tigan, thank the Maker, you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone. What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
Anh là
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say. He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far, it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tigan. Bless you.
tôi còn lựa chọn
I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
đấy.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will Distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say? Then it's for the best. I would prefer to go inside with you, but I have no choice in the matter. I don't think we can afford to strip any of the few defenders the village has left, just in case. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable. You are a good man. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
One fool plan on top of another.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Đây rồi.
These things have unusual powers. Be wary.
Get away from me!
An order. Hopefully you do not fight it.
Yes! Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there?
Wait, cháu
you
trai
don't
thằng
look
kia.
like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle? You've spoken to her? Then you know what I did. I'm not proud of my deed. Poisoning Arl Eamon was what I was hired to do. Lady Isolde had no idea when she took me in to tutor her son, of course. I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot. I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Eamon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
You? A blood mage? Truly? I would never have guessed.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to. I'm not allowed regrets? I've made a stupid mistake at the Circle, and now I'm not a bad person. There's no reason for you to believe me, but I'm not. I have to make up for what I've done. I have to try.
He only said that Arl Eamon was dangerous to the nation. Why wouldn't I believe Terran Loghain? Connor had started to show...
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea. I thought that too. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses. Because he would be taken away forever. A mage cannot inherit a title, even the... She's also a pious woman. Her son having magic was humiliating. Some, but he's still very young. He can barely cast a minor spell, never mind something more. Like I said, he may have torn the veil accidentally. If he's involved in this at all, I really don't know. No, she was adamant that he never find out. She said that he'd do the right thing. I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say kill the mage. He cannot be trusted.
He doesn't need to die, surely.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please. You're letting me out? And what then? I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'd like to help out, but I'm not so sure I want to follow you into danger exactly. I won't, I promise. I will find a way to fix this somehow.
Ôi cũng bảy luôn.
Yes?
Vâng.
So, full of questions, are you?
Quá cộng 7 luôn em. Vâng. 28 á. Ghét.
Very well.
Chết.
It is begun.
Wipe them out! You will not fear me!
Tiếp theo. Thứ nhật. Tiếp về. Ồ, mẹ chết tôi rồi.
Very well.
Mẹ chúng mày luôn.
As you say.
Đã.
Direct me.
Damn you! Don't give them the
It shall be done. Very well.
For the fool's sake!
So be it.
You said.
Another battle, I see.
Very well.
Let's make this quick! Just
It shall be done.
I shall be feeling that for several days to come.
As you say.
These creatures have no true reason to fight us?
Let's have at it! Just die already!
I am ready.
You are for it!
Cái này quá thì nhẹ.
It is begun.
Em ơi, nhìn em kinh quá em.
I shall do it.
Cái lùn gì thế?
We must gain the advantage.
Yeah.
Ở đây hả?
Please, don't hurt me.
Con gái ông kia đây rồi.
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone? I don't know what happened. There was some talk the Arl was poisoned, that he wasn't just sick. They arrested someone for it, but then everything went mad. People started killing each other, and then their bodies would get up and walk. They didn't attack us right away, unless you tried running. I waited until everyone else was gone. I couldn't stand it anymore. You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here? But the monsters! I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Em Helena về được nhà.
Not let them overwhelm us.
As you say.
I'm not giving up.
Gấu à? Đây đứng một lối ra. Hết rồi.
It shall be done.
Khóa. Chết mẹ. Sao rồi? À, mình cửa cái khóa đéo làm gì được.
It shall be done.
Có nhờ. Đi trước. Để bắt đầu. Đấy, chỗ kia xong. Cái này đéo phải.
Here.
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I... Right.
Đã nào? Ai cần này RAM 13 8 8
If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get you?
Ồ, lắc Hả? Nhầm. À, con này ngon hơn này.
If it isn't the hero of the day. Right.
As you say.
The end is upon us. The dead rise, and foul magic spreads across the land. Repent your sins before death. Beg for the Maker's divine forgiveness. I cannot. It is my sacred duty. Magic is everywhere. Everywhere. The time to repent has come. Ah, another one of the damned. They are everywhere.
My Velena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well. Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
Ngon. Bây giờ cái giáp này đều bị thằng mà. Ôi. Đây là. Red.
Thank you, kind sir. I'd never have been able to return to my father if it wasn't.
Yes? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. And you wish to do this in front of an audience, do you?
Oh, super. Excuse me while I begin projectile vomiting.
What is that, Alistair? We were not listening.
Taxi fare.
Yes? So, full of questions, are you? Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not. Lord Conabar's allies chased. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is, Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Nice. Nice. mình sẽ thử đến đây. Yep.